wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Running with Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson with a give to Miller. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 9.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
He's set. Look at the egg. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Exit. It's going to be a long day. 41 to Mike. 41. Ready.
To throw on second down. Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That's taken on the 25. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Shift.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this is incomplete.
Intended for Lamar Miller. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
55, 55. Hey, eat. Come on. Hey, you better bring it.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Chopper.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Jam.
Trying the right side with Howard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pick it up, D. Mike 55. I got him. 55 is my guy, 55. Record. Mike 55. Come on, baby.
Back to throw. Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Love. That's caught by Howard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. We own them. We own them.
2nd and 1. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there, 55. Rip left, rip left. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, go!
Operating from the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Check, 59, 59. Coming. Mike 59. Alert, alert. Man out. Check 59. Ball trot. 59. Mike to 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by Miller. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 82 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love, flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Fighting through. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Love. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bills.
Red 50. Plant. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Set 160 orange. Set on the orange. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go. Delta.
On first down, Love. This is caught, Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 27 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Off the play fake. Love. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it down there, though. 2-point try fails. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next...
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch QB drop. QB drop.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
It's a game of 18. That's another first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check 3, check 3.
On first down, it's Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 55, Mike 50. Charlie, you remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike. Yep. 55. Not today, you are. Not today. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Love. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Echo. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check. Mike 50. Go. Ready.
On 4th down, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Not that time for Watkins. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Switch. Shift. Ready, go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
61. Matchbox, right. Kill.
Now Howard. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Shift! Watch the shift!
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yes! Watch the curve. Protein spill. Hey, check right. Watch it, 55. Foxtrot. Mark 55.
On 4th down, Love. And able to find John Brown. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check bomber, 22, check bomber. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Mike, 55. Check.
Again, it's Howard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check.
To throw on third down, Love. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Houston. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Yeah, shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that.